so we're going to cover the differences between the Keltec PF9 and the Kahr CM9. First thing I'm going to do is safety check both pistols. Alright, they're empty. Alright, now the major difference that I found is the Keltec, which is very similar to the Ruger 9mm version, the Ruger LC9, is that the trigger pulls on them are very hard. It's a full trigger pull, very much like a double action revolver, and then it breaks at the end because it's actually got a hammer it's pulling back just like a double action revolver. So the trigger pull on it is very difficult. Now, the Kahr, on the other hand, is a striker fire pistol, which means it's a lot more like a Glock. So the trigger pull is there, but until you get to the end, then it breaks. So the overall trigger pull on the Kahr is much smoother and easier, more like a Glock trigger pull than a double action revolver trigger pull. So the trigger pull is the number one thing that's the main difference I notice on the guns right off the bat. Kahr is about $100 more expensive than the Keltec, but they're very dependable and very nice. And for a size comparison, I have the Sneaky Pete holster designed for the Kahr. As you can see, the Kahr fits in it quite nicely. Well, so does the PF9. So both guns fit in the exact same Sneaky Pete holster, and they both fit snugly. So they're both, for all intents and purposes, the same size. So besides the trigger pull being smoother on the Kahr, they're both the same size. You can get a larger magazine for the Kahr that'll hold the 7 rounds just like the Keltec. Standard magazine comes with a 6 round. Let's look at the shooting. Okay, this is the Keltec. I hit the target 13 times with the Keltec. It is very hard to shoot that and learn to shoot it, and it's just not that accurate of a pistol that I found. Now, here is the Kahr shot grouping comparison. It's a lot better. I missed 2 off the target, but other than that, instead of 13, I got 18 hits on the target I counted. Some of the holes went through other holes, so they doubled up. But again, much closer, much tighter grouping on the Kahr than the Keltec. Now, just in comparison, I also shot the Kimber, and the Kimber has a much, much nicer shot grouping than either one of them. But again, you're talking about a pistol that cost 2.5 times to 3 times as much as these pistols did. So you would expect it to perform better in the accuracy category. So again, you know, the expensive pistol, it won out. The heavier, more expensive pistol. But again, the Kahr, because of the trigger pull, not because of the size, but because of the trigger pull, it seems to be far more accurate when I shoot it. So again, your mileage may differ, but if you're going to go for a small, compact carry gun, I would suggest that you look at the Kahr over the Keltec and also over the other. There's the Diamondbacks are the same type of trigger pull. The Ruger LC9 is the same type of trigger pull. I would suggest trying to find something that is like the Kahr with the smoother trigger pull. Go to your gun shop, hold them in your hand, squeeze them. Again, with a very small gun, the trigger pull is that much more important than anything else. So, again, hope this helps you, and have a good one.
Meep, meep.